A lung sample from a woman's body exhumed in 1997 from permafrost in a village on the Seaward Peninsula of Alaska contained genomic material from the influenza strain responsible for the 1918 epidemic. In 2012, scientists confirmed that 300-year-old mummified remains of a woman buried in Siberia contain the genetic signatures of the virus that causes smallpox. An anthrax outbreak in Siberia that affected dozens of humans and more than 2,000 reindeer between July and August in 2016 has also been linked to the deeper thawing of the permafrost during exceptionally hot summers, allowing old spores of Bacillus anthracis to resurface from old burial grounds or animal carcasses. Birgitta Evengard, professor emerita at Umeå University Department of Clinical Microbiology in Sweden, said there should be better surveillance of the risk posed by potential pathogens in thawing permafrost, but warned against an alarmist approach. You must remember our immune defense has been developed in close contact with microbiological surroundings, said Evengard, who is part of the CLINF Nordic Center of Excellence, a group that investigates the effects of climate change on the prevalence of infectious diseases in humans and animals in northern regions. If there is a virus hidden in that permafrost that we have not been in contact with for thousands of years, it might be that our immune defense is not sufficient, she said. It is correct to have respect for the situation and be proactive and not just reactive, and the way to fight fear is to have knowledge. Gain of function, time for a real debate. The first sentence sums up the double-edged sword that is gain of function. According to the WHO, dual-use research of concern, DURC, is a life sciences research that is intended for benefit, but which might easily be misapplied to do harm. The concept of gain of function research has been around for several decades, but it is difficult to pinpoint an exact date for its establishment as it has evolved over time. The term gain of function generally refers to genetic modification of an organism or virus to give it new or enhanced biological properties. The goal of gain of function research is to understand the mechanisms of disease and to develop better treatments and vaccines. One early example of gain of function research is the creation of transgenic mice, which began in the 1980s. These mice were genetically modified to express human genes or to lack specific genes, allowing researchers to study the effects of these genetic changes on health and disease. The use of recombinant DNA technology to create genetically modified viruses also began in the 1980s, and this technology has been used to study the properties of viruses such as influenza and HIV. However, the controversy surrounding gain-of-function research has grown in recent years due to the concerns about the potential risks of creating more virulent or transmissible pathogens. As a result, there have been ongoing debates and discussions about the ethical implications and regulation of gain-of-function research. Throughout history, humans have faced numerous challenges, from wars to pandemics to natural disasters. However, recently, the challenges have taken on a new dimension, and the increasingly bleak future for humanity is being shaped by a convergence of factors. The uncovering and experimentation of ancient viruses, gain-of-function research, and climate change, specifically the global average temperature increase and its potential impact on the future of humanity. One of the most significant risks to humanity is the discovery and experimentation of ancient viruses. As the permafrost thaws due to climate change, previously unknown viruses that have been frozen for thousands of years are being uncovered. These ancient viruses have the potential to cause global pandemics if they are not handled properly. The 2020 COVID-19 pandemic has shown us how easily a virus can spread across the world, causing massive economic disruption and loss of life. Therefore, the discovery of new viruses that are not well understood can be a grave threat to humanity.